welcome. Today we will explore how teachers use reward and punishment to shape student behavior based on behaviorism learning theory. Rewards and punishment. For positive reinforcement is encourage good behavior through rewards. And for negative reinforcement is removing unplanned stimuli to engage learning. For punishment is applying consequence to discover undesirable action. Behavior shaping or gradually molding behavior through consistent feedback. In a classroom setting, students expressing their willingness to participate play a crucial role in shaping learning experience. Behaviorism emphasizes that every action can be encouraged or discouraged through strategy reinforcement. Teachers observe and guide their behaviors, illustration how experience can lead to increased learning outcome. Definition of behaviorism. Behaviorism is a learning theory that focuses on observable behavior. It does not focus on thought or emotion, but on action we can see. Observable action is focused on action that can be seen and measured. Not thought or emotion does not prioritize inner psychology process. Reinforcement important is use reward and punishment to shape behavior.
Stimulus and response. Behavior trigger is a stimulus causes a reaction or action, demonstrating learning. Response are show how to learning occurs. Importance in behaviorism is focuses on observable interactions. These three key theories who shape the behaviorism learning theory, which is founders of behaviorism. Ivan Pavlov is known for his classical conditioning experiment with dogs. He showed that behavior can be learned through association. In his experiment, dogs learned to associate the sound of a bell with food, proving that a natural stimulus can create a conditioned response. Next is John B. Watson. John B. Watson expanded this idea and argued that psychology should only study observable behavior, not thought or emotions. He believed that all behavior is learned through interaction with the environment. Next, B.F. Skinner further developed behaviorism through operant conditioning. He introduced the concept of reinforcement and punishment, showing how consequences can shape behavior. His Skinner box experiment demonstrated how animals could learn patterns of behavior through reward and penalties. Understanding rewards. Definition of rewards. Rewards aim to reinforce desirable behavior. Types of rewards can be positive reinforcements or material rewards. Importance of rewards. Crucial for effective behavior modification. Psychological impact. Boosts motivation and encourage engagement. Application in education. Is used to foster a positive learning environment. And the last one is forming habits. Reinforcements help establish consistent behavior. Positive reinforcements is rewarding desirable behavior with something pleasant. For example, prize, stickers, or bonus mark are common. Benefit can increase motivation and build confidence. Application. This method used in classroom to encourage participation. Negative reinforcements is removing an unpleasant stimulus to encourage behavior. For example, skipping extra assignments for early completions. Benefits. It can reduce anxiety and promotes a positive learning environment. Example of rewards. Token system can be used by using token to encourage positive behavior. Second is prize, verbal or written recognition of achievement. Next is bonus time, extra time for fun activities as a reward. Class privilege, special rights given to students for a good student behavior. It is really important to understanding punishment. Punishment aims to discourage unwanted behavior. Types of punishment. Common types include detention or loss of privilege. Consequences can create a negative atmosphere if misused.
Positive punishment. Positive punishment adds something unpleasant, like a verbal warning or extra task. For example, a teacher gives a verbal warning to student, assign extra task as a punishment, and student may look guilty and aware of their behavior. Punishment occurs immediately after an unwanted behavior. The goal is to encourage future unwanted behavior. Positive punishment should be applied carefully to avoid negativity. Negative punishment. Negative punishment take away something enjoyable as consequences. For example, it may involve taking away playtime or removing certain privilege, which can lead to feeling of sadness or disappointment. This approach works to encourage unwanted behavior effectively. However, it needs to be judiciously to avoid negativity. Important note, punishment must be used ethically and carefully. For example, teachers should use punishment wisely, ensure is it applied ethically and avoid overusing it because excessive punishment can harm motivation. Punishment should focus on promoting improvement and development. Also, teachers should monitoring the impact by regularly assessing student emotional responses. Token system. A token system helps reinforce and good behavior by rewarding students with point or star. For example, it provides positive reinforcement to encourage consistent good behavior, allow each student to collect their own point or star, and use visual tracking tools like sticker chart to help students see their progress. It can also promote group motivation when collective goals are introduced and offer flexibility to suit different classroom dynamics. In addition, it provides emotional insight by helping teachers monitor student behavior responsive effectively.
Specific praise reinforces behavior, encourages the continuation of positive actions, builds confidence. Specific compliment boosts student self-esteem, promotes engagement. Students feel more involved and appreciated. Consequences help students understand expectation. Point. Establish clear rules. Create specific guidelines for student behavior. Communication consequences ensure students understand the result of their actions. Consistent application, apply rules and consequences consistently across all situations. Promote better behavior. Link rules to positive behavioral outcome. Inquiry, accountability. Foster a sense of responsibility among students, support learning environment, create a supportive atmosphere, inclusive to learning, immediate feedback, quick recognition. Students can easily identify correct behavior, prompt adjust. Immediate correct lead to swift behavioral change, exchange learning, faster feedback, accelerated the learning process. Supportive environment encourages a positive learning atmosphere. Summary and conclusion. In conclusion, behavior shows us that reward and punishment can effectively shape behavior and guide learning. When applied ethically, strategy create a positive and organized classroom environment.